All right, what's going on, everybody? I am back with another episode of Anime Ramble. Today I'm joined by guest. Guest, introduce yourself.
Yo, it's your boy Watch TV. What is going on, everybody? And I most definitely hit the clap button.
I'm not even mad at it. But yes, like y'all can tell from the title of the video, we will be discussing Pokemon's Legends Arceus. I feel like the game has been out long enough for all of us to give a very spoiler light review of the game, our initial thoughts, our reactions to it, and how we're feeling on it overall. So I wanted to see what your initial feelings on the game were when you were playing it in comparison to when you watched the trailer. Because the trailer didn't give us a lot to go off of, and I think that's what stopped a lot of people from getting this game initially. I know it stopped me from getting it. Like, if you didn't say, Micah, just go ahead and get the game like 3 days after it, I would have just waited.
Yeah. This man was so fucking worried about it because of the trailer. Because like he said, the trailer really didn't show much at all. And so I knew the trailer didn't show much, but for some reason I just knew something was there. I was like, I have to try this out. So I was like, Micah, we gotta get this game. He's like, I don't know, bro. So let me tell you something. It came out on a Friday. I work from home on Thursdays and Fridays. I did no type of work that Friday, and I did not care. All right, I got everything done Monday because that Friday I sat down and I played and I did not blink. It was like a breath of fresh air. It was like a Pokemon that we always wanted. And we said this before, like, we feel like they kind of cater to the old school Pokemon heads, low key, because this is something that we've been asking for. Like, we're sick of fucking roaming through grass and then just waiting for something to pop up, you know, in classic RPG style, like Final Fantasy style. Like, we get it. It's been done so many times. It's just tiring, bro. I have what is it, Shining Diamond, whatever, on the Switch. Yeah. I did not finish it yet just because this came out. I don't even know if I am going to finish it because it's the same shit. Like, I enjoyed those games when I was a kid, yeah, but it didn't feel as old then as it does now, especially now with Legends of Arceus. This is just a breath of fresh air, dog. And I'm excited for the future. If they don't keep up with this, they will be stupid, because this is a huge cash grab at this point, because it sold stupid the first week. It was like the top rated game on Amazon. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys, the game has its faults, all right, and they could have honestly waited to push this out during the summer, but as you can see, obviously it doesn't matter because it still sold well. It still sold well anyway, because it was a new formula and it worked and people really liked it. What do you think?
Yeah, we talked about this a lot for a good minute, and this definitely does feel like a game that caters to an older generation of Pokemon fans, or maybe not necessarily an older generation, but that generation of Pokemon fans that are very oriented in like grinding. Like, I love a grind. And you had mentioned Breath of the Wild. I didn't play that game. I played Monster Hunter World, I played Monster Hunter Rise, and that's what Pokemon Arceus felt like more to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I mean, you have the items, you have crafting. I don't know if that's in Breath of the Wild or not. It's just like that farming aspect and constantly going back and forth, and it seems as though Game Freak and Nintendo really did take from their other successful titles and make a game that is just all of that in one.
God.
Because you have the elements. I'm a huge Mystery Dungeons fan, always have been. I would say that's probably their second most successful line, if we're not including Pokemon Go. But we've had a Mystery Dungeons game since the Game Boy Advance. Right, and they have made an installment every single year. Even this most recent one for the Switch that they did make has Mega Evolutions in it, and it's that dungeon crawling aspect of Mystery Dungeons that, at least for me, that's what I like about it. Right, you get to crawl around, you have to find items, money is much more scarce, you have to find money, and they've incorporated that into Legends Arceus. They incorporated that repetitive aspect of Pokemon Go. You have to constantly catch shit, because I didn't know that when I first played Pokemon Go, bro. I didn't realize that when I first played Pokemon Go. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, when's this guy gonna evolve? So you gotta catch like 30 of them. I'm like, what? So they incorporated that. They got elements of Mystery Dungeons. It reminds me so much of Rise, and I just think, like, mechanically, it's the mechanics that have drawn me in. Now, The button layout could be completely better.
Oh, the button layout is kind of clunky.
But they have that streamlined Pokemon game. It doesn't feel like you're constantly waiting around. You're not always in a cutscene like how you were for Pokemon Sword and Shield. You couldn't take 2 steps without getting into another cutscene.
Jesus Christ.
Here, you'll get one cutscene, and then you're just left to do whatever you want. If I want to roam around for 3-4 hours and then go learn how to catch a Pokemon, that's what I'll do. Yeah. She's trying to teach me, oh, hey, this is how you catch a Pokemon. This is how you sneak up on somebody. I have 600 Pokemon already in my bank.
Yeah.
That I got to release from these passengers. Okay, you're teaching me something that I've already known. But yeah, and then it's the overworld aspect. They never really perfected it, and I think that they're getting
there.
They're getting to that
Most
that point
definitely.
now. If the wild area for Sword and Shield was like Arceus, I feel like it would have been received a lot better.
Oh hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you know, if I'm not mistaken, in Sword and Shield, I still think they still it's like they were trying to move away from the general formula, but there were still aspects of the old game. It was like they were still holding on a little bit. For example, you would see Pokemon in the overworld, but I think if you still went in the grass, you could still pop up something. I don't know. If I really don't remember.
You can still spawn
see that's
both ways.
That's what I mean. If you walk through some grass, there's no way an Onyx should pop a 7-foot rock monster.
So how are you being concealed by this 1-inch blade of grass right here?
It's a Torterra. What? I would have seen. Yo, that's one game. I'm gonna come off the rails here for a little bit. This game has made me realize how large these Pokemon are.
Yeah.
Some of them. I mean, excluding the alpha Pokemon, some of these Pokemon are terrifying, bro. Like, it is insane. Like, I get some sort of satisfaction by just throwing them out and like just looking up and like, damn, he is huge. Like, I don't know why.
So you really enjoy the aspect of being able to throw out the Pokemon and just like...
Oh my gosh, bro. Yes, throwing out the Pokemon, being able to just throw out Pokeballs and not, having to stop and then go back. Like, it's all fluid. That's what I care about, the fluidity, because I can throw a Pokeball and just walk off and, look for the next one to catch. It's something that I've always wanted, and this is gonna sound so corny, but the game, like, for me anyway, especially when I first started playing, it dead ass really made me feel like a trainer. Like, I actually cared for these Pokemon.
It's not just you, bro.
It's weird.
It just felt so organic.
Yes.
Because, I think everybody, it's been around for 20 years. I think this is one of those series that anybody who's into anime, and even if you're not, this is just one of those series that you don't have to be into anime to say that you like it. Pokemon, Digimon,
right.
Dragon Ball Z. People just enjoy those series. So I think everybody, especially as a child, has thought of, oh, if I was a trainer, I would do this, and I would have this on my team, and I would just run around. I don't care about gyms. But, it does. It puts you, it's very immersive. It's organic. It's very fluid.
Yes.
The fact that you can't just throw a Pokemon at a tree and just siphon through all 6 Pokemon and have them all out throwing and being thrown at something, getting something. And if you want to initiate a battle at the very end, you can.
Yeah.
You don't have to initiate a battle. That's the thing about this, and I think that's what is really breaking through the gaming industry that needs to be seen. We like exploration. We don't like to be held down and having our hand held and saying you have to do this, which was one of the gripes that Pokemon has been coming into a lot with their previous installments. So much, in fact, I didn't even buy the Gen 4 remake. There was no way.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something. I was thinking about getting it for you for Christmas, and then I was playing it, and I was like, this is boring.
I'm so glad you didn't waste your money. I would have felt I would have finished it, but I would have felt so bad because I'm like, I don't want to play chibi Pokemon. To go back to what you were saying about the Gen 4 remakes that we just got, I feel as though, this is my personal opinion, if you liked it, but I didn't. I feel as though they could have took that budget that they gave for that game and put it to Arceus. It just screams that they did not have faith in Arceus.
No.
It seems like a passion project that they had, and they finally got that chance to do it, because how many generations passed before they removed the logo Gotta Catch 'Em All? It was like,
was it
5th generation was the
It
last,
was 5th generation?
maybe 4th. The 4th generation or the 5th generation was when they finally removed Gotta Catch 'Em All from the box art. And this game helped me realize a really big thing. They have never actually given us the challenge of catching all of the Pokemon. The task, I should say. They've given us the challenge because of the shiny charm, but we were never actually tasked with it. Gen 1 never was like, oh hey, get the gym badges, but also catch all 150 Pokemon.
Right.
This is how you do it, right? You know what I mean?
That was just like a side venture that you could do, but they didn't push you.
Right.
This game is like, no, catch them. Like, you cannot progress. Catch them. they really mean it. Going back to what you said real quick, I wanted to make this point. I also feel like the gaming industry is actually listening to fans for once, because if you notice, most of these games that are coming out that have been like held down, like you said, they're getting in it like a more overworld perspective, which I fucking love.
Yep.
Even Kirby has a more. Oh yes, Kirby is coming out in March, like the end of March, and it has more of an overworld aspect. And I'm like, damn. Okay, so everybody's taking note. Everybody's been complaining about an overworld Zelda, we got it. An overworld Mario, we got it. So I guess they were just like, it's finally time that we do this and make a change, because it was getting stale, bro. Woo.
Speaking of changes, what from Legends Arceus would you like to see Game Freak take away and incorporate into Gen 9?
Okay.
What mechanics?
There is quite a few. I guess it kind of depends on which direction that they go in, because if they have this whole theme of Legends, right? Then I would want, and if they basically like copy and paste this game but make it a little better, I would want them to make the controls less clunky. Mm-hmm. Obviously make improvements on the graphics, because there is no reason. This is not a spoiler, but you guys will find out very soon if you haven't played the game. If you walk into a cave, your body has this weird white outline. I don't know if you ever noticed, Micah, but it's like this weird fuzzy outline, and it's so weird. Siri just came on. I don't know why. But yeah, so graphics, the controls, because I'm pretty much used to the controls now, but every now and again I'll hit the map when I want to open like my items menu and vice versa, just because it's super clunky. I don't know. I
misclick all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
I don't know why they did that. Let me see. I would also like them to bring the nurseries back, because catching these baby Pokemon are no go. They are really. Don't get me wrong. It's
the grind.
Yes, it's the grind. They gave somewhat of a challenge, but bro, they were so fucking annoying to catching these fucking baby Pokemon. I would like, and then again, maybe the nurseries aren't really, they're not really valid anymore. Maybe
we don't have Ditto, so
I mean, not even that, but we can change their natures with mints now. So that was the main reason why people would breed, right?
Nah, the Masuda method for shiny.
Shiny. That too. Oh yeah. So yeah, bring back breeding. That's another thing. Pokeballs. So incorporate more of them. Bring back the Dusk balls. And I like the new balls. The heavy ball, the obsidian. And especially everybody uses the
jet balls.
The jet balls. Please put those in the shop, because I'm sick of crafting those. I would just rather you put them in the shop. And if we have to go through like a ranking system again when we hit level 10, let there be some sort of like Master Ball prize instead of a good job, kid. That's what I felt. That's what it's like.
If I want a prize, give me more nuggets to sell, please.
Yes, or that something like something that's worth it. Don't give me more grit. Gravel. I don't need it. All right, we catch enough. We release Pokemon, and we get enough of it. I don't need it. Okay, so yeah, those are just a few. What about you?
If they took away an aspect from Legends Arceus and put it into the main series game, I would like for them to keep the gym system and just simply incorporate the challenges for each individual Pokemon of the new gen, like how they have in Arceus. Like, catch X amount, see Agile Style, see Strong Style, or whatever new gimmick they have for that series that they're going to come out with. I'd like for them to, right? Because, like, Sword and Shield wasn't bad. It was just, like, the wild area was so underwhelming. So if the wild area looked exactly like Pokemon Arceus, I would be ecstatic. Mm-hmm. If they incorporated raids and kept raids around, inside of raids you had alpha Pokemon.
Bro, that's a good point.
Amazing.
Yeah. I would bring back Mega Evolutions. I know you're not done, but yeah, I just wanted to add that too.
Mega Evolutions could, I think
they're trying to steer away from that, but I don't know why. It was such a good.
They're trying to assemble this Pokemon universe with different universes, basically, right? Because that was their explanation. Mega Evolutions is a different universe.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
You're serious?
Yeah, and that explains.
They marveled this?
Yep.
Huh. That is, I wish they didn't do that. I just wish they would have kept expanding on Mega Evolutions. Wow. Anyway, do you have any more?
What generation would you like for them to do a prequel for first? Because I mean, honestly, like it's something about Generation 4 where they just give us the best material, right?
Yeah.
Gen 4 as a standalone main series game, Pokemon Legends Arceus. So I mean, what generation would you like to see a prequel for in the upcoming future? Knowing that, and this is a very light spoiler, it's not, but I don't care. I'm going to talk about it anyway. You do see hints of Gen 3 in the game. And you do see a couple hints of Gen 5.
Gen 1.
Yep. Gen 5's in there. Alder's in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which one would you like to see?
So, I feel like a lot of these Pokemon games center around Gen 4 because of... It's mainly because of Arceus, right? Because he's supposed to be the god Pokemon.
Yeah. That's where you would like to start with lore anyway.
Yeah. So, honestly... You know what? It would make sense. I kind of hate to say this, but I don't know how they would do this, right? So, if anything, if they kept on with the Legends theme, and it would probably make sense since the time period is so, like, new. Well, not new. I mean, so old. It would probably make sense if they transitioned into Kanto somehow. But the only thing about the Kanto region is that I would not want them to just have those, obviously, have those streamlined 150 Pokemon, right? I would want there to be, like, maybe a region before Kanto. Like, because, you know, this is technically the Hisui region that is basically the, what's the region called? The fourth generation.
Sinnoh.
Sinnoh, yes. That becomes Sinnoh, right? So maybe we get some sort of Kanto Pokemon game that's before Kanto. I mean a region that's before Kanto. I don't know. But then again, it's very hard to say because there have been a lot of talk on Twitter that people wanted like a Legends Mewtwo game, which I don't. I mean, I like the idea, but I just don't know how you would implement that.
There's more information like leaning towards like Hoenn or Unova, and
I wouldn't mind Unova, but the Unova region was extremely underwhelming for me.
It would be their callback. Like Gen 5 was that jump off point that Pokemon wanted to rebirth the franchise, and it just didn't hit the mark. And I blame the designs of the Pokemon the most.
Yeah.
So if they took this opportunity to give just an insane amount of new Unova forms to the Pokemon, I think that would be a very good strong point.
Maybe, yeah.
But they seem like they're working backwards. Just because of how the Hisui region was formed, or at least how we think it was formed from the creators of Team Aqua and Team Magma traveling to the Hisui region in order to seal away Regigigas. Spoilers, by the way. You know what? I'm going to just put spoilers in the title just so y'all know.
Light. I mean, they're very light spoilers.
In order to seal away Regigigas, but I don't know. I want, like, the fanboy in me for Gen 3, just go to it.
And Gen 3 is my favorite generation.
Just go to it and give me a Hisui Flygon. Not Hisui. This isn't the Hisui region. Whatever the prequel region would be for
Hoenn, whatever.
A Hoenn variant for Flygon or Trapinch. Explore all that lore.
Because I think the lore in Gen 3 was my favorite. You know, with Kyogre and Groudon. Like I love that the best. And even their primal forms on the remakes, I thought that was dope. So yeah, I would not mind Gen 3, but I just felt like since like Kanto was technically the beginning of like the series in general, they might want to explore that. But I have no idea how they would implement that. I also love the story behind, you know, Mewtwo and how they, you know, created him. So I don't know, but there's so many like legendary Pokemon that they could do this off of. I don't know. And there's a lot of ones that, you know, that just naturally stand out. So yeah, it's very hard to say, but I think Unova would not be bad because those dragons are they're pretty separate from like the normal legendaries. Like they're not your Articuno and Moltres and shit, you know.
Yeah.
They're barely legendary Pokemon. We don't have to get into that, but still.
Progression wise, I think Hoenn would make a little bit more sense. Just because Arceus created Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. to rule over space-time in the distortion realm, and then he created Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza to rule over the sea, the land, and the sky. So Hoenn is probably getting this soon, but a part of me is like, no, they just gave us Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, even though that wasn't for the Switch. They might just go Gen 5 because Gen 5 hasn't received any type of
love it hasn't received.
That's kind of why I don't want them to go back to Kanto, because we have beaten Kanto to death.
To death. You're right. You're absolutely right.
You can take those 150. I'm not saying get rid of the Pokemon. I'm just saying don't go back to the damn region.
Yeah.
Take those Pokemon. You can scatter them anywhere you want, because technically all of the regions are really connected.
Right.
You should be able to find anything anywhere.
True.
With reason.
You're not wrong.
It's not something that they have to rush.
They
got time, and this is like very lore heavy. So
yeah,
because of the story, because of how important the story was for Legends Arceus, this is something I want them to take their time with.
Yeah,
they don't have to rush it out. This should not be a cash grab, even though it is going to be a cash grab. But I want Game Freak to understand it's a cash grab because of how good it was executed.
Yeah.
And I would love for them to put more resources into it. I would love for them to have a bigger budget. I stand by what I say.
Definitely.
If they did not release the Diamond and Pearl remakes, that budget went to this game. This game probably would have looked more like Breath of the Wild or Monster Hunter Rise. So definitely increase the budget, polish it. There is no reason that fucking Weirdeer should not be able to. There is no reason that Weirdeer should struggle getting up a small cliff.
No, seriously.
I should not struggle getting up a small cliff just walking. I can't jump up at you like you have to use Sneasler.
Yeah, maybe give us a jump option, maybe.
A jump, yeah. You have a jump option for every Pokemon except for Sneasler.
Yeah.
And the bear. But, it is what it is. But look.
Bear is thick.
I've rambled on long enough. If you made it to the end, thank you. If you're new, go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button. Lets me know you rock with the content that I put out on the channel. Like the video if you like the video, dislike the video if you dislike the video. Comment on the video your thoughts about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Guess, say your piece, plug your plugs.
Guys, please do me a favor and follow me on the YouTube channel, Watts TV, and follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram at WattsTV94. I upload the podcast there, a lot of commentary, etc., etc. So do me a favor, follow me. Micah, I appreciate you, my guy.
Absolutely. Always welcome on the channel. Subscribe to both channels if you are brand new, and like always, until next time, I'm out.
Peace.
You smell like a demon.